Hi everyone, this is a quick tutorial on how to access our digital journals that we will be using during virtual learning. When the students log on to My Google Classroom, they're going to click Classwork and they're going to find the Digital Journals tab. Now, in the Digital Journals tab, you will see that there's different types of digital journals. If you see a little clipboard like you do in Bell Ringers, Spelling and Vocabulary Journal, and Flat Teacher Project, the students will get a copy of that journal to work on. Now, if you see Digital Reading Journal and Digital Language Arts Journal, it has like a little paper with a flag. That means that it is a material. They can view the journal, but they will not have a copy that they can write on. Now, the reason why I did that for the Language Arts and Reading Journal is because they are required to have a physical Language Arts and Reading Journal. I will be using these journals to type notes for them. So I will be typing notes if I decide not to use the document camera that day, or if I have an anchor chart that I would like for them to copy, I would display it on them here. Again, they do not have a copy of this, but they can always view the slides. It's also a great tool, these two journals, if you are absent, to go on and look for the last page of the slideshow, and that would be the most recent one. Now, for the journals that you do have access to, there are two types of accesses. For Bell Ringers and Spelling and Vocabulary Journal, you will have access to a copy of the slideshow presentation, which is really, it's their journal, but I made it on Google Slides. Now, for Bell Ringers, this is the first thing we do typically when they go into ELA, and it's a little mini reading comprehension. I'm going to show the kids how to use this, and they are going to read a story and underline the answers where they found them and select the answers. Now, the Bell Ringers and the Homework Journal, which I'm going to show you the Homework Journal right now, but I'm going to do a separate tutorial on the Homework Journal on how to use it, are two assignments and are the only assignments that are not, sorry, I have no idea what's going on. They'll be able to access it, I promise. These are the only two journals and the only two assignments that will never ever be turned in. I'm going to emphasize this with the students, but every other assignment has to be turned in like when they're done with it. But on Google Classroom, Spelling and Vocabulary Journal and Bell Ringers Digital Journal cannot be turned in. I will be able to access their work and their progress through my gradebook, but they cannot turn it in. If they turn in those journals, they will lose access to the journals. And these are journals that they're going to continue to use throughout the school year. Again, I'm going to do a tutorial for the Spelling and Vocabulary Journal on how to utilize it, but for right now, I just wanted to give you the gist of it. Now, Flat Teacher Project is another journal, but it's not a copy of my slide. So it has to be very, 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 very careful with it, because every student, when it's their turn to complete this project, is going to add their part to the slideshow so that everyone in the class can see the traveling teacher project. So it's very important that you don't delete anything when you have this project. Again, I'm going to do a separate tutorial on Flat Teacher when the time comes, and I will send it out to you. But these are simply our digital journals that we're going to be using. Now, any additional assignments, any worksheets, any tests, anything else related to reading and language arts are going to be found here in these topics. Those are going to be normal assignments, normal activities that we do in the class. The journals, again, are just for notes, either our bell ringers or our spelling homework. I hope you found this tutorial helpful, and if you have any questions, feel free to email me or class tag me. Thank you.